Hi guys, in today's video I'll be sharing my experience about creating video content related to cryptocurrencies and the new projects, new platforms in DeFi, and how has been my experience so far while using the popular platforms for sharing video content, which I'm currently using YouTube and LBRY. These two platforms are quite different, and my experience so far has also been very different. As you might already be familiar that YouTube is very large and library is comparatively very new, so it's much smaller. But here I would like to focus from the point of view and perspective of a new content creator, because if you are a very big established channel with say 10 or 100,000 subscribers, then the story and experience will be very different than compared to someone who's very new and who's just starting out on his journey. So this video is focused more toward how has been my experience and what can a new video content user expect from these platforms. So if I start first with YouTube, when we talk about the statistics and numbers, then there is no doubt it is the biggest and there is no comparison with any other video streaming site. If you go to the site called Omnicore Agency, you would be able to see the key data that currently there are more than 2 billion registered users on YouTube, and about 30 million of them are active daily. So they watch videos regularly. So this means in terms of user base and what kind of potential users, subscribers who will be generating views and ad revenues for you, it is huge. It cannot be compared to any other platform. And other information which you will get here are different things like, what has been the revenue of YouTube, who are the key users. And one of the key data is that the videos which are watched per day are more than 5 billion. So you have to also keep in mind that there is a lot of competition because there are so many registered users and it keeps growing. So you have to be aware that it makes a newcomer who's just starting out with a new channel, it'll be very difficult to establish yourself. And if we look at the some other challenges which are there when we are starting out newly on YouTube, is that uh, it is a long time, if you can consider a setup time or gestation time before you can expect to make any earnings. Because first of all, YouTube has set a minimum criteria that you need to have at least 1,000 subscribers and you should have over 4,000 hours of watched content on your channel before you can apply for your channel to be monetized, and then you will be able to put ads on your videos and you will slowly start earning revenues, and it will initially be very slow, and depending on the popularity of channel it might go up. But for a new user, and especially if I'm talking about someone who's going to be making videos related to crypto, which is a very niche area and does not have a lot of people who are knowledgeable on this or are actively looking for material and content on this will be very difficult to get a high number of users. Because when I look at the mm, currently popular YouTube channels who cover the crypto related content, I have seen very few subscribers who are able to get more than 10,000 subscribers, and very rare, the best ones. If we look at Andreas or Alessio or CryptoLark, these are the most Data Dash, these are the most popular YouTube content creators on crypto. They are the ones who have crossed the 100,000 mark and are between range of 200,000 to 100,000. And so far, I have not seen any content creator who has more than a million subscribers. And if we look at the general content, it's very strange because if we look at other materials like the top channels on YouTube, which are T Series and PewDiePie, they have more than T Series has more than 150 million subscribers. So crypto still has a long way to go. And on top of that, if you are a new channel creator, then it will be very difficult for you to establish on YouTube. So now moving on to library. Library doesn't have any official data related to how many users it currently has and how it has been growing. But what they publish on their data site, which is called Librarynomics, is who are the main channels, how many subscribers they have, what kind of views they are generating. So if I take out the official channels of library, the next top channel has about 57,000 followers. So if you compare it with the 150 million subscribers of the top YouTube channel, this is nothing. This is not even close, but this is expected because library is a very small channel. It's still growing. So you cannot expect the same number of users, viewers, and potential subscribers here. But in a way, it's good because if you're starting out new, you will see that even if you manage to get about 1,000 subscribers, then you would make it to the top 500 content creators on the channel. So this is a good time to get started on library. And another thing which I found very useful about library, and I'm talking from my experience of having loaded about 20 videos, which I loaded both on library and YouTube, is that it's much easier to get visibility and viewers on library. As you can see, during the last couple of months, I've already have about 175 followers, and I'm getting a decent views on most of my videos, and some of them have started earning some support and tips as well. And on the same time, if I go to YouTube for these 20 videos I have uploaded, the same ones, you can see the view count is very low. And as I mentioned earlier, that I cannot expect to get any potential earnings till I reach the 1,000 subscriber mark, and which, looking at the current competition of existing channels, new channels which are coming up, seems very difficult. And another factor is that due to the low visibility, growing your subscriber base on YouTube is very difficult. As you can see, compared to the 175 I have so far in library, the number on YouTube is very low. It's just 29. Another big advantage, which in my view is there for library, is that the potential to earn even if you don't create any videos. Because if you go to the reward section, you will be able to see something called a daily watch reward. So even if you join library as a viewer and you don't upload any content, you will expect a daily reward, which will be random, which can be anywhere up to 50 LBC tokens. And as you can see, you do you can see most of the days I receive a small amount. It can be 2 tokens, 3 tokens, one, or the lowest amount is zero point 0.5, half a token. But there are days, once every 2 week or so, where I receive the maximum amount, which is 50 LBC tokens. So that would be something around, considering the current rate of about 3 cents, it would be about $1.50. So my expectation is if you are not creating any content and just watching videos, still you can earn about $4 to $5 just by watching video. And another advantage of library is that you can upload images, documents, audio files as well. It's not just limited to video. So if you start adding some content as well, then your earnings will definitely go up. I would like to end this video by what's in my view, just one suggestion how this channel can be improved. Because as you can see, library doesn't have a direct link between your potential earnings and how many views or how many subscribers you get. It's just dependent on how many tips you receive in the LBC tokens. So this is something which can be very unexpected. Even if you have a low number of subscribers, but you receive a good amount of tips, your earnings will be much higher. And even if your videos get a high number of views, but you don't have a lot of subscribers who give out tips in LBC tokens, your or are willing to watch any paid content which has a payment associated in LBC, then your earnings will not be too high. Then I think library would do well to follow a model similar to PublishX, that you incentivize the user to view more content by giving them a small percentage of the tips. I think that will promote a lot more of tippings, and it will encourage the video content creators as well. If you're planning to start out a video content channel, I hope you found this video useful. And if there is any other feedback or any other point or any other similar site you know about, do let me know in the comments. Thanks.